Happy Sunday evening, everyone. So, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes, fix my hashtag crazy hair. And then I'll wait for people to jump on here. If you are, you can see where I'm holding my camera in my face. If you want to look, hi Colleen. Look, there is my cat checking out my shoes. And you probably can't see that one, but that's the other one being lazy in the window. Okay, I'm going to try to make this, there we go. I don't know. So I am sitting in my living room exactly a week to the day that I came back from Ulapalooza. And, I've been putting this off, but I thought, oh yeah. The first week back, oh my gosh, crazy, but really, really good. Like I've been super focused up until maybe the last day or two. I really kind of had to work at it a little bit more. I did crush 3 of my goals already of my 21, so yay. Not of my 7, but of the 21, I've got 3 already done. So, oh my gosh, my crazy cat. Hold on a second. I know there's other people wanting to know about Ulapalooza. Look at this, y'all. My cats. Anyway, sorry for the blinding light, but okay, I might have to. I'm gonna come, I think, over here. There we go. That's way better. So anyway, I'm just trying to see my little bitty house, my box house. Anyway, okay, so yeah, this first week has been wow, a little bit amazing and crazy, and like I said, 3 goals down, done. But they were kind of low-hanging fruit, so those of course were the ones I chose to pick off first. But anyway, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. We've got a good amount of people here. If you feel led to, please tell me who you are and where you're from, and if you were also at Ulapalooza in October, I guess it's been last week. So I think first and foremost is that one, it's okay to take time for yourself. It doesn't always have to be going to an event like Ulapalooza. It doesn't have to be going to an event like Ulapalooza, but taking time for reflection. And it actually mirrors something that I was just reading about in John Maxwell's book. Oh my gosh, what is it? I think it's like 15 Principles of Leadership or something. I'll figure that out and post it on my Facebook at some page. But anyway, it was, or at any point, sorry. But it was talking about how reflection, it's good to know things, and it's good to research, and it's good to put things out there. But if you don't really know, if you don't do anything or reflect on what you've learned when you learn it, then it's hard to put it into action. So, excuse me, that would be my first thing. The second thing is gratitude in all things. When Dr. Dave shared his story, of his family member and what his family member went through, I'm sure you've heard it. It's JJ is the young man, but if you haven't, go check it out. I'm sure they've got it posted somewhere. Actually, I think it's in the book. Anyway, when he shared that story, I was like, it was very convicting to me because JJ Strong, thank you. Thanks, Colleen. It was very convicting to me because, I haven't been grateful in all things. In fact, excuse me for a second. I tend to be a complainer, which actually led me to, oh my gosh, my cat's going to try to drink my green juice. Anyway, sorry about that. So it led me to start on my Casey Paleo Girl Facebook page a 21-day no complaining challenge. And it's so funny to me because my participants, I think for the most part, I think everyone is getting some good content out of it because I'm really just writing from the heart every single morning. I don't have it laid out. I don't have it all together, but it's really for myself. And, I always thought that I was grateful, kind of like how Dr. Troy always thought that God would be his hub. But I just realized I have a problem with that. So anyways, that would be the second thing. The third thing is to be open. and to not close yourself off to the possibilities, what could be. I think a lot of times we allow our circumstances, or what we believe to be our set circumstances, to get in the way of going after the things that we were either A, born to do, or B, I guess this kind of goes along with it, but those things that we want at our deepest heart level, right? And I think that desire comes from, whether you call him the Lord, whether you call him a higher power, whatever you call him, but I think that that's something that we are innately ingrained with. And I think a lot of us, because of all of the shoulds of life, whether it's the shoulds that our parents give us, society gives us, our boss gives us, we bury those things, and we think that those are just pipe dreams, if that makes sense. But I'm learning more and more and more to listen to that intuition and listen to that inner voice, because it will lead me down the right path. It's so hard to condense everything that I learned there. That goal setting, while simple, is not easy. Colleen, you'll probably recognize that phrase from Ullapalooza, but I've always said, I can't do goals. I don't know how to set them. I don't know how to do them. It's too hard. I can't do the SMART goals. I think I may have even said that to you, Colleen, when we were at the table. But I did it. I wrote 21 and then 7 and then 1. Were they exactly SMART? I think they were, but you know what? If you keep telling yourself you can't, eventually that's what happens, is you can't, and you play into this victim mentality, and that's just not going to get you to that life that you want. Man, what else? Oh my gosh. Oh yes, intense is an excellent word for Ullapalooza. That is for sure. It's just 2 days of, it's funny how they roll it out. Like the first day you think, oh my gosh, this can't get any harder. And then the second day you're like, whoa, it totally did. But in a good way. Oh man, me too. I like to call it my Ullapalooza bubble. Anyway, what else did I learn? Oh my gosh, day 2. I still think, Dr. Dave, Dr. Troy, if you're listening, Ula Annie, if you're listening, 3 days. Could you make it 3 days? That would be awesome. And the other thing, I love how this was specifically, and Ullapalooza specifically for Young Living Essential Oil members, and I really loved how they described the kind of holistic experience of Ula, the Infuse 7 kit, and the Ula process. I thought that going to Ullapalooza really, really, really cleared a lot of that up for me. Especially how all of that combines to engage all of your senses. Whether you're a visual learner, you've got the olfactory from the oils, you've got the affirmations, you've got the affirmation bands, you have the book, you have the teachings. It all just kind of, it all just combines to engage everything. And as I've been doing that process since I got home, I've seen it. And I think that's how, other than just being laser focused on the goals that I set at Ullapalooza, have really allowed me to go after the 3 of the 21 that I've already crushed, right? And I'm well on my way to taking care of the other ones as well. And then I guess the last thing would be is that Ula isn't a destination. You know what? Actually, I'm not wearing any. I had my faith on earlier, but I was doing some work in the yard. So that was when I was, So I took them off because I didn't want them to get dirty, which is probably ironic. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is that Ula is a process, and it's not a destination. I think a lot of times, hi Jimmy. I think a lot of times people, when they're working on self-improvement and and making their lives better, and that whole work-life balance or personal life balance thing. I think there's so many people, especially the people that tend to be drawn to that think that if I do these 7 F's of ULA and do them perfectly, my life will be perfect. But that's just not true. It's a journey, right? Oh no! Can everybody else see me okay? Hopefully, possibly. I'll just keep going, and then it should show up okay on the replay. Here's hoping. But yeah, so when that was the biggest takeaway for me, is that, and even for the ULA guys, that they're still going through that ULA process. It's not, you don't wake up one day and you have ULA and you keep ULA. You're constantly working at it, and you're constantly balancing those plates like they talked about. And, and you just have to keep at it, right? And you just choose things to focus on in that process, and things will just ebb and flow. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to share those things with you guys. I hope you had a wonderful week. And yeah, my husband's about to walk in the door, so I gotta take off. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and that you got something out of this scope. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Casey Paleo Girl, and here and Twitter at Keribrewster. Y'all have a great night now. Bye-bye.